Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the 2000 Virginia State Quarter. This coin, released as part of the iconic 50 State Quarters program, is far more than a simple piece of currency. It's a collectible treasure with rare errors and unique features that make it a must-have for coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters alike. So, listen closely, enjoy the ride, and discover why this coin could change your collecting game forever. The 2000 Virginia State Quarter was minted to celebrate Virginia's rich history as the first permanent English settlement in America. On the coin's reverse, you'll see a depiction of the famous three ships, Susan Constant, Godspeed, and Discovery, that brought the first settlers to Jamestown in 1607. Surrounding the ships are the inscriptions Virginia, 1607, and 2000, proudly marking the state's foundational role in American history. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, but among them hides a small fraction that are exceptionally rare due to fascinating minting errors. These anomalies are what make some Virginia quarters incredibly valuable and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most intriguing and valuable errors found on the 2000 Virginia quarter is the doubled die. This error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice but slightly misaligned, causing certain parts of the design or lettering to appear doubled or shadowed. On the Virginia quarter, collectors often find doubling on the ships, the waves, or the inscriptions, which adds a fascinating layer of uniqueness to the coin. This doubling can be very subtle or quite pronounced, and spotting it can turn an ordinary quarter into a collector's prize. Another rare and exciting error is the off-center strike. When a coin is struck off-center, part of the design is missing or pushed to the edge, creating a visually striking and unusual appearance. For the Virginia quarter, this might mean one of the ships or some lettering is partially cut off. Off-center strikes are especially valuable when they have a significant degree of misalignment and the coin remains in pristine condition. Die cracks and die chips are additional errors that increase the rarity and value of these coins. These occur when the minting dies develop cracks or chips, leaving raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface. On the Virginia quarter, these imperfections might appear as unexpected lines running through the ships or letters, giving the coin a unique texture and design variation that collectors love. Planchet errors, although extremely rare, are the holy grail of coin errors. These happen when the coin is struck on a blank piece of metal that's either the wrong size or composition. A Virginia quarter with a planchet error might look noticeably different from a standard quarter, sometimes off in color or size, making it a rare collectible with exceptional value. But, as with all collectibles, condition is king. A coin with a minting error is worth much more if it's in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. The crispness of the details, the absence of wear or scratches, and the original mint luster can multiply the coin's value many times over. If you're holding a 2000 Virginia quarter, don't overlook it. Take the time to examine it closely. Grab a magnifying glass if you can, and look for signs of doubling, off-center strikes, cracks, or anything unusual. If you find these, you might be holding a coin worth far more than its face value. And now, for the exciting reveal. The value of these rare, error-filled Virginia quarters. A 2000 Virginia State Quarter with a rare minting error, in flawless condition, can be worth an astonishing $81,000. Yes, that's $81,000 for a single quarter. Who would have thought such a small coin could hold such incredible value? Top 2, we're diving deep into one of America's hidden treasures, the 2005 West Virginia State Quarter. This coin might look like any other quarter in your pocket, but for collectors and coin lovers, it holds fascinating secrets that could make it incredibly valuable. If you're a fan of rare coins or just love a good treasure story, pay close attention because this video might change the way you see that little coin in your hand. Released in 2005 as part of the beloved 50 State Quarters program, the West Virginia quarter celebrates the state's proud heritage. The coin's reverse side features the New River Gorge Bridge, a remarkable engineering marvel that's among the longest steel arch bridges in the world. Below the bridge, you'll find the New River itself, one of the oldest rivers in North America, winding through the rugged landscape. The inscriptions West Virginia, mountaineers are always free, and the year 2005 complete this powerful tribute to the state's natural beauty and spirit. Millions of these quarters were minted and released into circulation, but what makes some of them stand out is the presence of rare minting errors and unique features that collectors prize dearly. These subtle anomalies can turn an everyday coin into a remarkable find with significant value. One of the most sought-after errors found on the 2005 West Virginia quarter is the doubled die. This error happens when the coin is struck more than once with slight misalignment, resulting in certain parts of the design or lettering appearing doubled or shadowed. On this coin, collectors often look closely at the bridge's arches and the text, searching for this subtle doubling that adds an extra layer of uniqueness. Such doubled die coins are much rarer than standard issues and can command high prices on the collector market. Off-center strikes are another fascinating and rare minting error on this quarter. When the coin's design is struck off-center, part of the image or text gets cut off or shifted, giving the coin an unusual and visually striking look. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin, especially if the coin remains in excellent condition without scratches or wear. Die cracks and die chips also add to the allure of the West Virginia quarter. These occur when the minting dies develop cracks or damage, resulting in raised lines or bumps on the surface of the coin. These imperfections might appear as unusual lines running through the bridge or the river, giving each coin with these flaws a one-of-a-kind appearance that collectors love to find. Planchet errors, while extremely rare, are another category that can significantly increase a coin's value. These happen when a blank metal disc of the wrong composition or size is struck, producing a coin that looks noticeably different from the standard quarter. Such planchet error coins are among the most valuable in any series because of their extreme rarity. Of course, the condition of the coin is just as important as the error itself. Coins that are uncirculated or in near-mint condition, with sharp details and no signs of wear or damage, fetch much higher prices. For collectors, pristine coins are the ultimate prize. If you happen to have a 2005 West Virginia quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a close look. Maybe even use a magnifying glass and check for signs of doubling, off-center strikes, cracks, or anything that seems unusual. If you spot any of these, you might be holding a coin that's far more valuable than its face value. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much could this rare and error-filled West Virginia quarter be worth? In perfect condition with rare minting errors, this quarter could be worth as much as $77,000. Yes, that's $77,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how such a small coin can hold such incredible value and history. Top 3, we're diving into the story behind this fascinating coin, uncovering what makes it rare, valuable, and a true treasure for collectors and coin enthusiasts. So, listen closely, enjoy this exploration, and get ready to be amazed by what you might have right in your own pocket. The 2002 Mississippi quarter is part of the popular 50-state quarters program, which celebrated the unique heritage and symbols of each state across the nation. This quarter pays tribute to Mississippi's deep musical roots and natural beauty. On the reverse side, you'll see a magnolia blossom, Mississippi's state flower, along with 2 musical notes representing the state's rich contribution to American music, especially blues, gospel, and country. The inscriptions read, Mississippi, birthplace of America's music, and the year 2002. Millions of these quarters were minted and distributed into circulation, making them seem common at first glance. However, within these millions, a handful of coins stand out due to rare minting errors and unique features that collectors value immensely. One of the most prized errors among Mississippi quarters is the doubled die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped more than once with slight misalignment, resulting in doubled images or letters. For the Mississippi quarter, this can mean doubling in the words Mississippi or the musical notes, making the design look slightly shadowed or fuzzy. These doubled die coins are not only fascinating, but also significantly increase the coin's market value, as they are far less common than the standard versions. Another exciting minting error to watch out for is the off-center strike. When the coin's design is struck off-center, part of the image or text is cut off or pushed towards the edge, creating a visually unusual coin. Off-center strikes vary in how extreme they are, but the more off-center, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes, especially if it remains in excellent, uncirculated condition. Die cracks and die chips also add to the Mississippi quarter's allure. These errors happen when the metal dies used to strike the coins develop cracks or chips, which then imprint raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface. These subtle imperfections create one-of-a-kind patterns that collectors find very desirable, especially when they appear on such a widely recognized coin. Planchet errors, though incredibly rare, are among the most exciting minting anomalies. They occur when a coin is struck on a blank piece of metal intended for a different coin or on a flawed blank. A Mississippi quarter with a planchet error might look off in size, shape, or metal composition, making it a rare find that can command very high prices. What really amplifies the value of these error coins is the coin's condition. Uncirculated or near-mint coins, with sharp details, full luster, and no wear, are the ones that collectors chase after. A well-preserved coin with an error is a gold mine for collectors and can fetch prices far beyond what most quarters sell for. If you happen to find a 2002 Mississippi quarter, don't just glance at it. Examine it carefully, use a magnifying glass if you can, and look for signs of doubling, off-center strikes, cracks, or anything unusual that stands out. And here's the big reveal. A 2002 Mississippi State quarter, with rare minting errors and in flawless condition, could be worth an astounding $75,000. Yes, $75,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible how something so small and ordinary can hold such extraordinary value in history. Top for we're unlocking the mystery behind one such coin. The 2016 Shawnee State Quarter. This coin, part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, isn't just a piece of metal. It's a rare treasure that collectors dream of finding. So, if you're a coin lover or just curious about what makes certain quarters stand out, listen carefully and enjoy this fascinating journey into the world of the Shawnee Quarter. The 2016 Shawnee State Quarter was released to honor Shawnee State Forest in Ohio, showcasing the state's rich natural heritage. On the reverse side, the coin features a stunning image of a white-tailed deer standing amidst towering trees, capturing the serene wilderness of Shawnee State Forest. The inscriptions around the design read Shawnee, Ohio, 2016, and E Pluribus Unum, embodying the spirit of America's great outdoors. At first glance, the Shawnee Quarter looks like any other coin minted in the program, but beneath its familiar surface lies a rare and fascinating story. While millions of these quarters were released into circulation, a very small number possess unique errors and features that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. One of the most sought-after anomalies is the double die error. This minting mistake happens when the coin's design is struck more than once, slightly off alignment, causing certain parts of the image or lettering to appear doubled. On the Shawnee Quarter, collectors carefully examine the deer's antlers, the tree outlines, and the inscriptions for signs of this subtle doubling. Doubled die coins are rare and highly prized, often selling for much higher prices than standard quarters. Another exciting rarity is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the coin is struck with the design shifted from the center, causing part of the design to be missing or pushed to the edge of the coin. On the Shawnee Quarter, this might result in the deer or trees being partially cut off. The greater the degree of misalignment, the more valuable the coin, especially when it is preserved in near-perfect condition without signs of wear. Die cracks and die chips also add unique character to these coins. These happen when the minting dies develop cracks or chips, which then imprint raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface. On the Shawnee Quarter, such imperfections can appear as unexpected lines running through the deer's body or the surrounding forest, making each coin truly one of a kind. Planchet errors, while exceedingly rare, are perhaps the most exciting of all. These occur when the coin is struck on a blank piece of metal not intended for that particular coin, or on a flawed blank. A Shawnee Quarter with a planchet error could have an unusual size, shape, or metal composition, making it a standout piece in any collection. Condition plays a crucial role in the value of these error coins. Coins that remain uncirculated or nearly flawless, with sharp details and original mint luster intact, are the holy grail for collectors. The better the condition, the higher the potential value. So, if you find yourself holding a 2016 Shawnee State quarter, don't just assume it's an ordinary coin. Take a moment to examine it closely, maybe with a magnifying glass, and look for any signs of doubling, off-center strikes, cracks, or other anomalies. Now, here's the moment you've been waiting for. What could this rare and error-filled Shawnee quarter be worth? In perfect condition and with rare minting errors, this coin could fetch an incredible $72,000. Yes, $72,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how such a small coin can carry such extraordinary value in history. Top 5. We're unlocking the story behind one of America's most fascinating coins, the 2005 Oregon State Quarter. This coin, part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, may look like a simple piece of change, but for collectors, it holds secrets that could make it incredibly valuable. So if you're a coin lover or just someone intrigued by rare treasures, listen closely and enjoy this deep dive into the world of the Oregon Quarter. The 2005 Oregon Quarter pays tribute to the state's incredible natural beauty and rich heritage. On the reverse side, the design features a soaring peregrine falcon, a bird that once faced near extinction but was successfully reintroduced into Oregon's wild skies. Below the falcon, the majestic crater lake is beautifully depicted, showcasing the deep blue waters and the rugged cliffs that surround this natural wonder. The inscriptions Oregon, 1859, the year Oregon became a state, Crater Lake, and E Pluribus Unum frame the design, creating a vivid snapshot of the state's proud identity. While millions of these quarters were minted and circulated, only a rare few have unique characteristics and errors that make them stand out and command significant attention from collectors worldwide. One of the most intriguing features collectors search for in the Oregon Quarter is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once with slight misalignment, causing parts of the images or text to appear doubled or shadowed. On the Oregon Quarter, this can be especially visible in the peregrine falcon's wings or the lettering around the rim. These double die coins are quite rare and much sought after because each one is essentially a unique minting accident, making the coin a collectible gem. Another fascinating error that adds to this coin's rarity is the off-center strike. Imagine a coin where the design is not perfectly centered but shifted toward one edge. This can result in parts of the falcon or crater lake being cut off, creating a visually striking and rare piece. The value of such off-center coins depends on the degree of misalignment and the coin's overall condition, with larger offsets usually commanding higher prices. Die cracks and die chips also add a touch of uniqueness. These occur when the minting dies develop small fractures or chips, imprinting raised lines or bumps on the coin's surface. On the Oregon Quarter, such imperfections might look like fine lines running through the falcon's feathers or the lake's outline, giving the coin a distinctive personality that collectors adore. Planchet errors, although extremely rare, are another exciting category. These happen when the coin is struck on a blank metal disc of incorrect size, thickness, or composition. A planchet error Oregon Quarter might appear noticeably different in shape, weight, or color, making it an exceptional find. Condition is paramount when it comes to coin collecting. A coin's grade, how well preserved it is, can dramatically affect its value. Uncirculated or near-mint condition quarters with full details and original luster intact fetch the highest prices. Even a rare error coin can lose value if it shows heavy wear or damage. If you come across a 2005 Oregon State Quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass if you can, and check for any doubling in the design, off-center strikes, unusual lines from die cracks, or signs of a planchet error. Now, for the big reveal. The value of these rare Oregon quarters with minting errors and in pristine condition is staggering. This coin could be worth $70,000. Yes, $70,000 for a single quarter. It's astonishing how a small coin, often overlooked, can hold such immense value and history. If you found this journey into rare coins fascinating, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to discover more hidden treasures. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting.